Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. And for this video I wanted to use the view of the shelf once more. I think a lot of people that don't collect Pokemon cards don't realize how much money you can store away in cardboard on only 20 square feet. That was just some food for thought for me as we move one shelf down and we see this stack of tins. They're Paldean Legends tins, start of the Scarlet Violet era. And the topic of today's video will actually be these tins. So be prepared, buckle up and let's move to the tabletop view. Okay folks, so after setting everything up and having another fresh cup of coffee, I'm ready and prepared to take you on a journey on how I acquired all these boxes and when. Possibly we go take a look at what's inside here, and I want to open up a couple of booster packs, but it might be a separate episode. Now let me tell you all the story folks. And it all started back in 1993 when a little Pokemonster was born. Okay, don't take it that far back. 2 weeks ago on Friday, I believe it is now. Monday, October 6th today, and it was not last Friday but the Friday before that a friend contacted me. And he showed me a screenshot of a really nice discount on 2 Pokemon tins, namely the Paldean Legends Pokemon card tins, with either a Miraidon EX promo or a Koraidon EX promo. And the price tag, as you can see, said $17.99. Now don't forget, these are European buckaroos, and the euro compared to the dollar is 15% more if you compare them one to one. But still, I did some research, I watched some YouTube videos, and I came to the conclusion, what we will see later this video when we open up one of the tins. It was a pretty darn good deal. So without even knowing the contents, I knew there were 4 booster packs in there, 1 promo card, the tin itself. Without knowing which booster packs, I already thought, okay, 4 booster packs, we are in this current hype market. You get 4 booster packs, a promo and a tin for $17.99. If you divide 20 bucks by 4, you already have an average of 5 per booster pack. So even if it was only Scarlet Violet base, which I thought initially because these tins are very old and in my memory it was around the start of the Paldean era, the Scarlet Violet era. I did some research online. I checked all these contents on other Pokemon card websites, but they only said 4 TCG booster packs. Basically they just summarized the backside of the tin itself. But still it was a good deal, 5 bucks for Scarlet Violet base. At this point in time even less than 5 bucks per pack, because you have 4 packs for $17.99 and you get the tin, which is worth a buck or so I thought. And then you have the promo card, which is 1 to 2 bucks as well. As of today, these products are still offered by retail stores in the Netherlands for the price of $24.99. Worst case scenario, I figured if I break everything open I can get 23 bucks for the tin. And it contents obviously containing 4 Scarlet Violet base booster packs, the tin and the promo. If I'm going to try to sell it sealed, I will never get $24.99 or more, because the store offers warranty and I'm just a private or second-hand seller. For the hobby still, but if such an opportunity and discount provides itself, you really have to take advantage of that. I think last year was the last time that I was able to find Pokemon cards on a discount. I found mini tins containing 1 pack of Brilliant Stars and 1 pack of Astral Radiance, also around 4 to 5 bucks per pack. I think it was 8 bucks for a tin. Well, we all know how that turned out. Astral Radiance and Brilliant Stars booster packs are now worth much more than 4 bucks a piece, or even $3.50 a piece if you count $1 for the mini tin. I have a couple of tins sealed, I have 1 display of mini tins still sealed, and now we are here 1 year later with these tins. So I got the message on Friday 2 weeks ago, and the advertisement or the discount would start on Monday of the next week. At least so we thought. At Sunday evening, these tins already started to appear online on the website of this store, but it was shown as sold out immediately since it was online, like in the night of Sunday to Monday. So first we figured, are we already too late? 12:30 AM on Monday morning, like midnight Sunday. Should we have been here 1/2 hour earlier? But very fortunate for us, that was not the case. It was very badly described when the discount would start. One page said on Monday, the other one said on Tuesday. The tins did already appear on the website, but it was presented as sold out. Everything was a big chaos. So that first night, Sunday to Monday, I had very little sleep. I was very worried. I was already too late. I prepared for 2 to 3 days. I tried to get some capital, tried to sell some stuff on a little bit lower prices in order to make it move so that I have some money to buy these tins in more higher quantity. Oh, by the way, guys, in the end I managed to pick up 10 of the Coraidons and 10 of the Miraidons. There are 4 booster packs per tin. That means I have 80 booster packs right now, and that is only the equivalent of 2.5 booster box before anybody is going to start calling me a scalper. There is a lot of air in these tins and it takes up a lot of space, but if you pile up all the booster packs you have 2 piles like this and that's all about it. But anyways, digressing folks, a friend of me went to the store on Monday. We were very curious to hear if the tins were actually sold out online and in store as well, or did it actually only start on Tuesday. So the employee at the local store managed to tell us that it started on Tuesday. She didn't know where the rumors came from, that it started on Monday or even Sunday night. She didn't know how the tins could appear this early on the website, and she couldn't explain why they were stated as sold out already. In hindsight, what I see a lot of times is that big box stores don't sell Pokemon cards anymore online. They only sell these items in store. It might have to do with the returns they get, or that they want to prevent people from scalping and people coming into the store to buy multiple other items as well instead of only the Pokemon card tins. These stores still thrive on people visiting the brick and mortars. They are not Pokemon card stores, they are just every kind of product. So, Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock, store opened. Who was in front of the line? It was me. Actually, I was very surprised there was not really a line. I was the only person there and I entered the store and I was like, is it already sold out? I had my bag with me. I went to the counter straight away, or actually I tried to talk to an employee. She said the cards are behind the counter. And then another employee showed up and I asked them about the Pokemon card discounted products from the advertisement. And yep, here they are. Well, is there a limit for those products? Because I initially wanted to purchase 10 in total, 5 of each. Then I already figured if there is a maximum, I would purchase 1 of each, or rather 2 of each if that was the maximum. But surprisingly enough, she said there is no limit. So I purchased 10 of each. Or rather, I actually purchased 5 of each. And when I was home, a friend of me called me. And they said, hey, do you want some tins? Do you already have them? I said, yes, thank you very much for calling me. I just came home from the store, but I want some more. Can you actually purchase 5 more of each for me? So very thankful that was the same friend that showed me the discount. In hindsight, I really should have asked them when I was in the store. I should have called them if they wanted some product as well, but I just forgot in all the excitement. I did actually, when I came home, I was thinking, should I go again? Should I bring a bigger bag? And in that instance, I asked that friend, hey, were you still planning to purchase those tins? I have 10. I want to go back to the store. I didn't get a reply to my message, and when I had my shoes and jacket on to go outside again, I received the phone call that they were actually now in the store. And yeah, that's the long story short, how I acquired 20 of these tins. 80 booster packs for 360 euros. 20 times 17.99. But the conclusion to me is that if you buy booster boxes right now, you get 36 packs for, what is it currently, 250 bucks lowest booster box price? Now you get 10 tins for 180, which contains 40 booster packs, so you basically get a really good deal, like I said at the start of the video. So enough talking. Let's take a look at what's inside here, because worst case scenario, get 22 bucks, 23 bucks sealed. That's not the point. These prices are 7 bucks below retail value. There is 7 bucks space with an investment of 17.99 only. But the story only gets better, trust me. Let's open up one of the booster packs. I was going to open up one of the tins anyways. Let's do a full booster pack opening on Wednesday, guys. Be sure to be subscribed to the channel if you want to see what we can pull from these tins. And you would really help me a lot if you can leave a like on the video and comment what is your favorite Pokemon here, Coraidon or Miraidon. In terms of the video games, they both have some pros and cons for me. And for the actual Pokemon, I think I like Miraidon a bit better. Just a little bit more fan of the electric type compared to the fighting type. Although the Coraidon looks badass as well, folks. So when you actually open this up, you already encounter the first Paldea Evolved booster pack, and I was very excited and enlightened to see that. Remember, worst case scenario, we have 4 Scarlet Violet base booster packs in here. Now I don't have a good way to get this promo out undamaged, but we can try very carefully by bending it a little bit like this. I'm going to do it off camera. It doesn't have to be off camera, but I have to take my time for this. Usually they get damaged pretty quickly. You can also use a scissor and cut away simply all the cardboard around it until it automatically falls out. So it's a little bit on the edges damaged, I think maximum PSA 9. There you see left to right it's already a little bit off center, so that will be a PSA 8 maximum. Now let's take a look at the back. Condition on the back is not that bad. It's only, like I said, a little bit off center in my opinion. I'm not even sure. It looks a little bit torqued, left upper to right lower bottom. But I can't complain, folks. Great promo card, and I'm obviously going to sell these. I'm going to keep some of these tins sealed. I personally have no use for a separate promo card in my collection. I'm collecting full art trainers and art rare illustration rares mainly currently. So, and then you have the empty tin, which is worth $1 or so in itself, and especially if you have higher quantities, people are more likely willing to purchase them and pay a little bit more compared to the market price of a quantity of 1. They can save themselves a lot of money on the shipping, and that is why it also was very advantageous for us to purchase these tins in store. There was no shipping cost. Onto the pack selection. Paldea Evolved. So I think Paldea Evolved is much more valuable compared to the Scarlet Violet base. There are so many good cards that I am currently collecting that all come from the Japanese Clayburst and Snow Hazard, or I think there is a third Japanese set as well, but they are basically all from Paldea Evolved. I had the Magikarp, sold it again, really loved that card. I'm collecting a lot of Tyrannitars and I'm collecting a lot of Raichus. Sprigatito, so Triplet Beat, right, is the other one in here. The third Japanese set at least. And they're simply just gorgeous. And we don't even have 1 Paldea Evolved booster pack, we have 2 Paldea Evolved booster packs. Moving on to a Scarlet Violet base booster pack, which I initially thought they were all 4 Scarlet Violet base booster packs. And for our last pack, surprisingly enough, we have a Silver Tempest booster pack, ladies and gentlemen. Now this one is from the Sword and Shield era, obviously, one of the last main series sets, and we only have Crown Zenith after that, which is a holiday set. These packs come from 2022, I believe, and in my opinion they're way more valuable than Scarlet Violet base, just as we have 2 Paldea Evolved booster packs. Worst case scenario, $5 per pack, maybe even $6 per pack if you're lucky. Then you have 2 Paldea Evolved booster packs, which are between $6 and $8, and in my opinion they can even go up to $10. Some websites even offer them for $12 a piece and they are selling. And then we have one more $7 to $8 booster pack in Silver Tempest here. Promo $2, tin $1, $3. Let's say this one is 7, then you have $10, $17, $5 here is 22. And let's say $7 here, you have $29. So the cool part in that is, folks, is that I can conclude, in my opinion, if you break these products down and you pay the retail price of $24.99, there is still $1 to $2 more profit to be made if you sold everything separately. Best case scenario, you can get even $32 for all this, and in the retail stores you pay $24.99. That is just because these packs went up immensely and because this one is very old already. And not everybody will value these packs higher than the Scarlet Violet base one. This is a great set as well, but hey, you have to look at the market. The market is currently in a very hype period. If you have higher quantity of each, you can more likely be able to sell it for a little bit higher price. With all the streamers and ripper shippers that burn through these packs daily in such a high pace. People opening up Paldea Evolved for the Magikarp and grade the cards. So I think $17.99 is a pretty darn good price yet again for these tins. I'm very lucky to have found them. I'm looking forward to next year's discount period already. Although we still have Black Friday and such all ahead of us next month. I will definitely try to keep and save some more money if there are any chances that we will find in the upcoming weeks and months some more Pokemon cards on a discount. I'm going to try this project. I'm going to try to sell some stuff separately, break some more tins open, sell the pack, sell the promo, and then in a larger quantity put up the tins, the empty tins for sale. I will try to sell some tins sealed for $22, $23. Let's see if it works. And above all, I'm going to keep more than half, maybe 75% of my inventory now. And I will store that away sealed for another year or another 2 years or 5 years. I don't really care. I did that exact same thing with the tins from the discount last year. I have them sealed. 2 years ago was crazy, 2023. I was able to find Lost Origin and Paldea Evolved Elite Trainer boxes for $30 a piece, folks, on Black Friday. They are now both above $100 a piece. 300% up or more, maybe even 400% from the discounted price. I think Pokemon is a really great investment vehicle, or at least to say a speculation vehicle. I love to collect this product. I have the space to tuck it away all, but you have to be financially responsible as well. And if you have such a discount, you can also try to sell some stuff, get some money back. And I saw videos and also pictures online of people that purchased 250 tins, like 12 times more tins than I did. And the stores were still not sold out. They probably had thousands or tens of thousands of these tins. And even with people spending thousands of bucks, they weren't going empty. But I must say, at the end of Tuesday, I went on the Wednesday morning again to the store, and then they were actually sold out. So it was sold out within 1 day. And when I left the store on Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, I saw people tripling in after me, and they maybe saw me leaving with the big bag of Pokemon cards. And they thought, okay, I should go now as well. So yeah, that was the story of the discounted Paldean Legends tins. On the next one, where we're going to open up 8 of these booster packs. Thanks for watching, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, folks. I'll catch you all on the next one.